And Jack's contract extension that will take him into a 16th season. How close is he to putting pen to paper and extending his Tiger legacy? Fox Footy, the players are with us. Jack Riewoldt, good evening to you.
Hey boys, how are we going?
Adam Treloar, nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me again.
Jack, do you have empathy for those players in New South Wales? The 4:45 call, be at the airport, we fly at 8, packed for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 4 hours to get ready, eh? It's I do feel for them going into what is unknown really for them. And I feel sad that they think they're going away for 2 weeks. We thought we were going away for 30 days last year and 120 later. Obviously it finished well, but sense of the unknown. But hoping for Sydney's sake. That's Sydney, the city that they can get on top of obviously their COVID situation and not have to go through lockdown like the tough people of Victoria have been doing.
You seem a bit flat, Jack, and no excuses. I'm being serious here. No excuses. You're away. Is it getting to a challenging stage for are you at home, are you? Oh,
yeah,
sorry. I thought you were still away. I thought
I just put the girls to bed. So
do you want to go back away? Do you get away from the family and get some sleep?
Not at all. Not at all. No, look. It's just. I suppose it's just the unknown factor at the moment that there's so many different things that are happening in the football landscape. I mean, we know that we're playing Friday night. We don't know if we're playing in front of a crowd, but we don't know where we're playing the week after that. So, got to be agile at the moment, and most clubs are doing it well. So, we look forward to obviously the Saints, and then after that we've got no idea what's going on. But that's season 2020 and season 2021.
Adam, what are you hearing from your comrades in hard lockdown in the West?
I know they're at a place where I was last year, obviously, when I was at the Pies. Spent a good 3 weeks at Joondalup Resort, but I think the restrictions aren't as tight as what it was last year when we were over there and we could only leave to go and train. I think they can do weights and whatnot off site, but like most footy clubs, I know the boys, really like to get away together and, I guess live in each other's back pockets and set ourselves for a good week, for a really good opposition this week in the Eagles. Clearly, we were bitterly disappointed with Gary Rowan's goal after the siren, considering we felt like we played some really good footy. The standard that we need to be at, Geelong are probably right up there with Melbourne as the informed team in the competition, and a very daunting challenge against the Eagles, in front of their home crowd. So we'll have a good week to prep. I know the boys have already been prepping really well, and like I said, live in each other's back pockets. I presume a lot of them have their PlayStation, their Xboxes there to make sure they can kill as much time as possible when they're not training. So, training really well and prepping really well for the game on the weekend.
Jack, of all the contracts you've signed throughout your career, was this one pretty straightforward? And are you thrilled? And I'm sure the Tigers would be thrilled.
Yeah, no, it was pretty straightforward. I've actually had a question come from the floor here tonight, Robbo, in our household here. Carly wants to know if you're all right. Must be those painkillers you've been taking for the ribs to think that I'm not away at the moment. I'm actually at home, so just wanted to check, mate. You okay?
Tell Carly thank you very much. Don't take offence, Carly. But I looked at the curtains in the background and I thought, that looked like a motel.
We kept these from the last person that owned the house.
Don't make me laugh.
So have you signed, Jack?
I actually haven't signed a bit of paper, but formally agreed. So obviously hanging around for another year. I'm super excited, obviously. I've actually never sort of gone into the last year of a contract, always sort of renegotiated with a year to go. And it played on my mind a bit early on. Obviously last year I didn't have as good a year as I would have liked. This year I feel like I've played good footy. I've sort of been able to keep myself in really good condition. And I think my football's doing the talking for me at the moment. So yeah, rapt to be on board and back at Tigerland next year.
Hey Adam, there's rivals in football everywhere, but is there a growing rivalry between the Dogs and the Cats? And in light of a couple of Joel Selwood incidents on the weekend, how did your teammates, or how did the club see those?
I guess to answer the first bit of the question, Robbo, I know that I've genuinely loved watching Geelong and the Dogs go about it the last few years. It always seems to be hotly contested and one of those games that you tune in for, and that was the exact same on the weekend. A matter of fact, I actually haven't, because the guys are in limbo and, we didn't know where we were going, whether it was Sydney or over in WA. I actually haven't had a chance to talk to any of the boys about it, so haven't been a part of any of the reviews or anything, but I obviously know what you're talking about with the incident with Joel Selwood, but, I know the players behind that. I just love a player who plays on edge, and like I said, Joel is the reason why he's a champion of the game. He plays on edge and has been playing on edge for the last 15 years, so you cherish those opportunities you get when you come up against quality players like himself.
The shots after the siren, Jack, we are in a vintage spate of them. Last year, Gray and Nunes, and this year, Bailey and now Rowan. And these have all been difficult shots in their own way. When you look at them as a champion goal kicker, there seems to be a certainty and a clarity and a surety around the way each of the players went about it. How important is it to have that to fall back on in the frenzy of it and in the nerves and the anxiety of settling a game with the last kick?
Yeah, Jared, I reckon you could probably nearly tell whether the player's going to kick it in the first 2 seconds when they hear the siren. I've seen the Gary Rowan one once. I kicked the winner in a big game, actually. I think it might have been one of the dead rubbers in the NAB Challenge about 5 years ago from the pocket at Launceston. Don't worry though, Robbo. I celebrated like it was AFL Grand Final day and I just won the premiership for the Tigers.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Hey, just a word on, so this is the run-in for Richmond now. Have you steeled yourselves for it? You've been here before, but you have to attack from 8th.
Yeah, look, we're obviously sitting a little bit further back than we would like to. Granted, the season's been so tight this year that, we lost to Port by a kick, and obviously on the weekend as well, last weekend lost by under a kick as well. So we could be sitting 9-4, but we find ourselves at 7-6 and just inside the 8. But we know that we get a few more troops back over the next couple of weeks, which is exciting. And we think that we can play our best footy in the back end of the year because we've got the evidence to show over the last 4 years that we've been able to do that. So, that gives us a great belief that when the whips are cracking at the back end of the season, we'll be there.
I know that there was a hanger taken in the VFL, Robbo, that you were going to, when we originally had Loves. We want to show it to Jack here as well.
No, I'll ask Adam. Adam, can you see that there's a mark taken by Jack Boyd in the VFL on the weekend? I want you to judge whether this mark was better than Jack's. Oh, exactly.
That's the first time I've seen that. Are we talking about Jack's mark he took? Was it against the Giants?
Yeah, only a couple of weeks ago.
No, I'll look after my man Jack. Jack Riewoldt, that is.
What did you think of Jack Boyd's mark, Jack?
Yeah, that'll go well for second place. He's just in shade. But yeah, when you're running at the ball and you can see everything coming, that's obviously the easy way to go about it.
It's the worst thing you've ever done is take that mark.
Very good. Nice to catch up with you both. Let's have one more look at Jack Boyd on the way here.
Ooh,
that'll do nicely.
The invitation's obviously to come down, Robbo, if you want to come down and do some interior designing at the house as well, mate. So look forward to getting your artistic nous down here.
Yeah, just say hello to Carly for me. Thank you.
Jack, Adam, thank you.